Amongst part 152 of Trails of Cold Steel.
Right. Shatter.
Back.
It's my turn. Locked and loaded. Won't get away. Here we go. My turn. Here we go. Right. Just activate. Right. There's no time to waste. Finally.
Fuck's sake, wrong way.
Oh, there's the edge.
We're finally there.
Must be deafening my races in.
Oh, there's a boat.
Oh, that.
Aw, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos. The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit.
family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you know. Did she get married and move away?
She died around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more. It's a long story, but...
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work, but after seeing success in a number of major projects, my mother died when I was still young. But Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me. A real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As you'd expect, she had countless admirers. For all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates in City Hall, though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love. Relationship. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. They began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. It made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father, but all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. What? I told her. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why?
Yep, fully understand why he hates nobility now.
It was like watching a machine. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his colonel, and that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at first I blamed her fiancé, his family, the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was. Deep down, I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it.
Thank you for watching part 152, and I'll see you in part 153.